What's up guys, it's Straight2 back for another video for you guys today. We finally have Mojuvata and Mojunecco. Okay, first up we have Mojuvata, who belongs to Drivekaider. Now, in Drivekaider, the main rangers are the humans, which, you know, I said that a little bit strange. Basically, the leaders of each individual group are the humans. So, Drive Red is the human of his team, and Bata and Neko are his companions. It can also be pretty easy to tell because each human is named, you know, the start, you know, part of the name and then the color, but the rest of them are just their name. So Bata is this character's name. He transforms into Drive Bata, who should be on screen right now, and when he becomes a mech, he transforms into Mojuvata, because they're in Drivekaider. They're all it's a machine theme slash vehicle theme as well. Okay. I went for a grasshopper with this guy because Bata does mean grasshopper. I don't know exactly why I went with grasshopper specifically, but I think it did come out pretty nicely. Drivekaider went through a few different versions before I finalized what I wanted to do. So this was actually Drive Red's mech before I decided to make him the bigger mecha. But he's like I don't know exactly what you would call this thing, but basically like a tricycle type of thing. He does have 3 wheels and not just the 2 like a motorcycle. But he does roll because they're nice Lego wheels, so that was really nicely. And I do think I captured the grasshopper look pretty nicely. At the very least, as best I could in Lego in a mechanized state. I did opt to give these guys antenna, unlike BVA. Which again, a nice addition. The big yellow eyes, the lights here on the front. He's pretty small. He fits into like the palm of my hand from pretty easily. So he's not the biggest guy. For a comparison, here he's next to Mojunecco from Kira Major. So Jetter is actually a bit bigger than him in terms of like length, and obviously in terms of width as well. Even if you don't count Jetter's wings, they're a bit closer. I'd still argue that Jetter may be a little bit bigger. So, and Kira Major's mechs are pretty small. The Drivekaider mechs aren't particularly too small though, but the smaller guys are, well, smaller. Mojunecco, who is the female ranger based on a cat, just a normal house cat. You know, just like a cat in general, just a basic kind of cat. She's a bit more fun than Bata is, I say. I don't really know what kind of vehicle I was kind of going for her. I guess like at first it was supposed to be like a little bit like a minivan or something like that, but it kind of turned into like kind of a crane type thing. You can like just turn this around like that, and she's not off balance or anything. She's pretty on key there, and she just has the nice rubber rails, so she rolls nicely as well. She does uses the translucent parts just like the other two. So a lot of that yellow, kind of like Kira Major once again. She has an articulated arm that can move up and down at the base, at this arm here, which is on a ratchet joint, and a ball joint right here for the crane. And the reason why I said she was a little bit more fun because she actually has some playability here. So the studs do go here. I don't have studs right now because studs are easily lost a lot of the time. So they're not there, but they can go there if you want. And she does have the crane here, which again can rotate and open up the claw bits here. And it is just a basic Lego piece here, so she can like pick up kind of any Lego piece or anything. Oh, but you can take that off and take this back piece off. So you just pop this around, plug this on like so. I'll have that on right. And fold these up like that. And there's Mojunecco with her hook. So yeah, so pretty fun. Fun addition there. But that's it for that. In terms of comparison, I actually have 2 things. I wanted to compare her to Machine DrivekaiOh, because they're both yellow and they both have a similar. Well, this is a shovel, obviously, but it's a similar like arm kind of thing, arm kind of vehicle. So DrivekaiOh's pretty small, so Neko does beat him out in size. And I wanted to compare her to Mach simply because they're the only, well, Neko is the only 4 wheeled vehicle in her group, and Mach isn't the only one, but you know, it's the only one comparable in size. Mach is a bit bigger as well. Actually, yeah, a little bit bigger, but they're, again, similar in size. So nothing really too much to say there. Before we do the combination, here are all three of them together right here. If you're wondering where Ho is, he's not part of the Drivekaiders. He's a Mojunecco guys, but he's his own separate bit. But yeah, these are these three all together. Alright, I have High Speedo all ready to go to get ready for the combination. All I want to do with him is remove this arm and put this on the back right here, and these little on the little studs back here. And there you go, that's all you gotta do with him. For Bata, all you wanna do is flip this part of the seat up and fold the actual seat down like that, so it's flush on the body, and then fold up his antenna like that, so they're nice and flush like that. And then he will plug in on the body of High Speedo, and he will kind of cover up the entire middle section here, like that. Move the claw hand and fold the crane arm all the way up like that. Make sure everything's straight. And then for the claw itself, make sure each little individual sections are straightened out. Fold this in, and this part will plug in right there as a hand. Oh wow, an actual mech with articulated fingers, we'll see in a second. But yeah, that'll plug on right there on that arm. Yeah, maybe a little bit of a weird design. Yeah, definitely a stranger design than Mojunecco King, but I like it. This is not the main mech. Well, I guess technically it is the main mech, technically, but it's not really the main mech. The main mech is all 9 of them combined, but this is just the main precursor that is seen in the majority of the first part of, well, not the majority, but the first part of the season, while the teams are kind of not on the same kind of side. But yeah, articulation wise with this guy, it remains mostly the same as a High Speedo with a few differences here. So the arm, there's still no head articulation, of course, except for this bit. As for articulation, it remains mostly the same as High Speedo, just with small changes. The head can still not up and down right here. Both arms can still rotate. In fact, this arm has even more articulation now because it's a proper arm, and it has finger articulation right here. So the thumb can move, both individual fingers can move as well, and they can move in and out, mainly for transformation, but it can be used for other purposes as well. So if you want this guy to point, he can point at you, or like point his hand out like that or something. I don't know. You can do a few different neat things with that. And of course, the arm pivot does still remain. Bata does have leg movements, or not Bata. Bata doesn't really get in the way of the leg movement too much. Of course, he does, obviously, a little bit, but you know, it's more useful to have any kind of mech like move out like that. So he doesn't really get in the way, kind of like Mojunecco Splash last year, which is kind of weird because he was also blue and he was also the chest section. I didn't notice that until just now. Kind of a funny coincidence, and that part was a coincidence. Kind of funny because Drivekaider is the sequel to Mojunecco. But yeah, if I have a picture that I didn't forget to put up, I'll put up a picture of Mojunecco King and this guy, so y'all can compare the two. But yeah, that's that. Alright, for size comparison, it's pretty much gonna be the same because he didn't get any height, but he's a bit more mass. But here he is next to DrivekaiOh, a bit taller than DrivekaiOh, and a bit taller than Karamazin as well. But yeah, guys, that's what I'll do for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.